strengthen your light. The physical plane is an energetically dense dimension, making it difficult for us to radiate the light that we truly are. There are also other factors related to ourselves that shape us as human beings that contribute to weakening that light. In this video, we will identify these factors and explore practices to strengthen our light, which are the foundation for inner development. Any activity or technique we will learn on this channel in upcoming videos requires us to maintain a strong light to be effective and lasting. So, take careful note of everything we will teach you through
Interdimensional vision.
No more contracts. The first thing you need to stop doing is giving up energy to dark beings through the etheric contracts you establish through acts related to worship, such as religion and spirituality. Each etheric contract is a direct link with an archon, allowing them to access your energy to feed off of you. Every prayer of petition, sacrifice, or ritual is an action in which you give permission for them to access your energetic self, granting them permission to be preyed upon in exchange for the requests of these pacts with the archons. When an archon has access to your energy, they contaminate your light and your purity, weakening it, of course. Every time you perform an act of worship to higher beings, such as gods, messiahs, the primordial source, or the universe, that energy goes directly to these beings, opening your energetic field to them. Energy imprinted with your intention leaves you to be captured by these archons. There are also other types of practices that have the effect of draining your energy in a very subtle way, even if you don't ask anyone for it, and they aren't religious, but they are considered spiritual. If you believe that repeating a sequence of numbers will solve a problem you have or bring you abundance, you will be depositing your power there, and rest assured that behind that, there will be an archon to feed off of you. Analyze what you do and how you do it, not letting yourself be carried away by an emotion of fanaticism toward a type of belief or superior being, whoever it may be. If you had this habit, I know it's difficult to break it. It takes time, especially if you've been practicing or believing something for years, but it's necessary. My intention in this video is not to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. You must learn it for yourself. But based on the premise of not giving up power to something outside of ourselves, because you will always depend on someone telling you what to do or not do, on someone always saving you. Just don't fool yourself. Lower the volume on mental noise. Clearing your mind is impossible. The mind is always working and thinking, but you can turn down the volume on unnecessary thoughts. To do so, you must stay in the present. The physical body is merely a suit or vehicle with peripherals used to perceive experience from the perspective of matter. The mind is responsible for interpreting the physical world so that we can survive it. It's very active, processing everything we perceive and everything that happens within our body. It controls hunger, sleep, breathing, and all the basic activities to keep us alive and functioning. Its job includes being well not only now, but also in the future. This, in particular, generates many endless thoughts that ultimately become a lot of noise that cancels out internal communication, not allowing us to feel who we really are, that spark of light, our consciousness. Don't see problems where there aren't any. Don't relive negative experiences from the past that have no solution. Don't project yourself negatively into a future that doesn't exist. That's why you have to lower the volume of mental noise. This is done through conscious breathing or paying attention to your breathing. Keeping your consciousness present for longer. Have you ever counted the time you consciously control your breathing? It's difficult, because most people take breathing for granted, as it's an activity managed by the unconscious mind. When we focus on breathing, unnecessary mental activity decreases, allowing consciousness to become more present. Conscious breathing isn't meditation. Meditation uses conscious breathing as its basis, but it can also include things like mantras, affirmations, mudras, and symbolism. All of these additions are usually related to religious and spiritual beliefs that control the archons. This is a widely used style of deception, contaminating truths or correct practices. When can you practice conscious breathing? You can do it at any time. When you're walking, when you're working, when you're lying down or sitting. If you have the opportunity to be quiet, you can relax and close your eyes to ease yourself into the feeling of each part of your body while you observe the air entering and leaving your lungs. Feel your body. You can also practice feeling. When you take a shower, try to notice each drop that hits your skin or hair. It's a good exercise to get used to feeling yourself. Little by little, it will help you better perceive your energetic body and get to know your physical body. It will also develop your ability to detect your own energies and those coming from outside. When you practice conscious breathing, with each exhalation, you can focus on feeling your entire skin. This way, you can combine one activity with another to maximize the results. Challenge yourself in this area. Perhaps at first, you can only maintain conscious breathing for 30 seconds, then 1 minute, then 5 minutes. The important thing is to improve little by little. Manage your emotions. Emotions are the main food for these dark beings, but not just any emotion, just negative ones. An emotionally neutral person is not attractive to the archons. However, we are not robots. We have to feel emotions to live, so it is necessary to know how to manage them well and not repress them either. If you experience a negative emotion, you should not let it stagnate or remain unsure how to express it, because that is where you prepare the menu for these dark beings, for the day, the month, or the entire year, depending on how long you endure that emotion. At some point, we will all have to express some annoyance or disagreement or go through a situation that puts us emotionally low. But sometimes it is necessary to feel negative emotions to overcome them. Perhaps we have to feel fear to learn to be brave, or feel resentment to learn to let go. In other words, negative emotions serve to recognize that we must work on the unfavorable things that bother or limit us. They have nothing to do with accepting darkness. That's another misleading concept, giving permission and being parasitized by dark beings. We don't need parasitization to learn. We know that many are going the Forzaud or Estruer through difficult situations, and this often generates negative and harmful thoughts. This is because these archons like to take us to extremes in order to control and weaken us. They thrive on our suffering. However, practicing conscious breathing, knowing how to feel, and managing emotions and thoughts are activities we should always do regularly. So, let's apply these tips, because they will help you have more energy from your light and feel more in your energetic body. All of this will be necessary for the visualizations we will share soon, so you can learn to remove negative emotions, contracts, and energetic ties. I hope this has been helpful. See you in the next video.